How you guys doing today, this evening, this rising, whenever you're watching this video? Um, y'all, I hope that you get your confirmations through me. If you do not, I hope you get through somebody else, but you gonna get it through me every time. So let's get into it, guys. Today has been a wonderful day, and it's only 9:30. It's only 9:30. Um, Let me talk to y'all real quick. Because we got to touch a few different things. We got to touch a few different things, my love. We got to touch a few different things. The first one being you. I need you to get up. I need you to make sure your energy is cleansed. I need you to make sure that everything is going in your favor. I need you to make sure doubt is out of your head. I want to make sure that man is out of your bed, that girl is out of your bed. That can be very symbolic, but I just want to make sure that you are 100% yourself today. Look, we're starting there. We're starting there. Second thing I want to make sure is that your energy is cleansed today. Something about today, I need you guys to come in it with a fresh pair of eyes. Today, I need you guys to really just focus in on yourself. Like, I need you guys to look at everything with a fresh pair of eyes, a fresh pair of skin, fresh pair of nails. Y'all could be getting y'all nails done, but I'm hearing go get your nails done. But I'm just hearing, guys, I just need everything fresh. Why? Because, baby, we just did a big reset. We did a big reset, and because of this new reset, baby, all of that old no longer can come with you. It's so funny that you guys have been awakening so much. You guys have been going through so many transitions. You guys have been going through so many different downloads. To my spiritual baddies, I know that you guys have been in the process of receiving physical things, mental things, emotional things. Some of you guys have memories coming back like crazy, and you're being urged to, I'm hearing, not throw it away, but give it back to God because you don't need it no more. Biggest thing is that, guys, I need you in a pure form. Now, without further ado, y'all ready? Let's get started, because you know, baby, I'm gonna teach you something, but we gonna have some fun while we learning today, all right? Today is about you understanding that you need to value yourself. What do you mean? My love, if they don't see you, they don't see you. You don't got to put up with them. If they don't hear you, you don't got to repeat yourself. If they don't recognize who you are, baby, it's not for you to have them recognize. This next season, guys, you're about to come into soul tribes, soulmates. You're about to come into yourself. You're about to come into your money. Like, baby, this season right here, and Crystal, I didn't forget about you, baby. I'm gonna text you back, don't you worry. But everything has a divine timing, guys. Everything has a divine timing. Putting yourself first, very symbolic, especially first thing in the morning. Some things that I do to value myself, guys, in the morning, I don't know why I have to explain this to you, is I don't touch my phone unless, like, I check my personal phone just in case of an emergency. But my business phone, I check it in case of an emergency. If there's anybody, like, crashing out, I'm like, there ain't nobody crashing out? All right, bet. Then I get up. I go wash my face. I go brush my teeth. I usually take showers in the nighttime because, catch me, I need to be fresh in the morning. Sometimes I take showers in the morning time. It depends. It depends on my mood. But symbolism of it is that I journal. I get up, I make me breakfast. I get up and I'm like, okay, what am I missing? I clean up. I don't know why I gotta explain my routine, but it's like I clean up. If I feel like I need to mop some floors, I mop some floors before I even got on live. Y'all, it is 9:30. Yeah, I was up early this morning. Symbolism of it is that I get my day started in a way that I value myself, and then I check in, then I come, and then I check in on everybody else. And I want you guys to understand something. I I want you guys to know that in this moment, slowing down to hear is very symbolic. Okay? You said take your time. We have a time difference. I just realized that when I realized, yep. Time difference. Time changes could be symbolic. Daylight savings could be symbolic, but understanding, being very understanding in this time is very symbolic. But make sure you get back to them people. If people are texting you, how you doing, Teresa? Make sure you're getting back to those people. Because sometimes it take about a day. You know what? Sometimes I can get back to people. If I get back to people, sometimes it'd be right back to back. So that can be symbolic. But sometimes, baby, it take me, give me a day, please. At least, like, a day and a half. I'll try to get back to you before. If it's urgent, I'll try it before. But let's get started, y'all. Sorry. But all of this could be very symbolic, y'all. Y'all know all my 2 + 2 = 4. So let's keep going, guys. My love, spiritual, it's so funny. We always talk about spiritual warfare. We always talk about spiritual battles. We always talk about, somebody's trying to attack me. But y'all, they've been trying to attack you all your life. They've been trying to get you. They've been trying to wrestle and tussle with you all your life. Baby, why is this one different? It is not. Just get their ass out your energy, big dog. All you gotta do is sit over here and just be like, well, hand sisters, get these the fuck out. Y'all, you wanna know something funny though? I promise y'all, I don't know why I clean so much, but I think, you know what? I do know why. It's because my grandmother's. I remember my grandmother, she used to fucking wake up, like she would be about 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, over here emptying trash. It's like coming in the room cleaning up. Like she would clean up. She wouldn't even make us clean up. It's very funny. But just putting on a load of towels and stuff like that. I always wonder why my grandma always had laundry to do every day, and then I realized as an adult I do laundry every day. But symbolism of it is that cleanliness, being clean, your energy being clean, staying clean, staying cleansed is very symbolic. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because last night I was doing some cleaning too. All of my 3 dishes. It's all funny, but no, for real. But I decided to take the trash out last night, and symbolism of it is that, y'all, why I see a little cat outside? Why I see, you said, Crystal said I was looking up feng shui. Crystal, we was talking about feng shui. Y'all, make sure that y'all beds is, if you looking for a mate, make sure there is room for both people on both sides, please. But symbolism of this is that, guys, what was I going to tell you? Oh, sorry. I'm like, let me stay on track. There was a cat that was outside, y'all, and clocked this. There was, and it was like a black and white cat, and it just instantly like came to me, and I was like, what you doing? Like, and like it ran up the stairs, like it was looking to go into my house before I went into my house. And at first it was very hesitant, and I was just like, God, did you just give me a cat? No, God didn't just give me no fucking cat. How you doing, Angie? But the symbolism of it is that, y'all, clock this. The cat was so, like, I pet the cat. It didn't have any weird energy, but the symbolism of it was is that, y'all, they said, not too much, Charlie, stay on track. I had, well, can I tell the story? Because I kind of want to tell the story. They said I could tell the story. So at first I thought I was going to fucking adopt this damn little cat. Because just based off it, I'm like, because cats, if y'all know anything about cats, y'all, like, they don't just go up to just any and everybody. Like, they do not. So I'm just over here thinking, like, is it, and it was like a little, it wasn't like a baby, but it wasn't grown enough. So it's just like, I was like, I could maybe take this in. Y'all, I opened my door because I was still cleansing. And I was just like, you know, I let the cat in. The cat came in. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about my home. Let me tell you how protected my home is, y'all. My home is such a loving home. It's such a protecting home. It's such a home that, baby, like, it don't matter if you try to come in. You can't. Like, if you don't got good energy, you can't stay up in this bitch. Period. But symbolism of it is that, and you know what? It's not even, because they like, Charlie, shut up. Okay. I'm just honoring you. But on some real shit, the cat came in and it literally plopped down under my table. And I was like, at first it's so funny because I had went and I put a trash bag out and it like kind of got a little scared, ran outside, then came back inside. And then it went under my altar, like my little altar. So altars could be very symbolic, y'all. Clock all of this. It went under my altar. And as soon as it went to my altar, y'all, that cat ran back outside. And I said, well, that's one strike for the cat. And so the cat ended up coming back inside. And then that's when it plopped under my table. And for some reason, y'all, God told me to get some sage. And I said, cat, the only way that you could live up in this house and for me to adopt you is if you could take some sage. Because, baby, one thing about this place, it's going to be cleansed. And so, baby, catch me, y'all. So, clock this. If you get a new animals, I don't know if you get a new animals, but baby, you better test their ass spiritually before you just accept their ass in. I don't care if you're adopted. I don't care if you just coming in, because I am a person, like, I am the most loving. I love animals. I feel like all animals need love. But y'all, when it comes to your space, especially if you are diving into spirituality, not everybody is your cat. Not everybody is your dog. Baby, it is what it is. And symbolism of it was that as soon as I got the sage, I saged the house. And then I went to where the cat was, and I didn't go near it. I didn't even get close to it quite yet. And the cat, and it's weird because the cat was touching on me. It let me touch on it, but as soon as I had sage, that cat went running. And it's weird because I didn't even get close to it. Like, I was not that close to the point, but I was just like, this home is a pure home. It's a cleansed home. Like, you know, your spiritual sayings as you're saging, but. Y'all, maybe I need to teach y'all how to cleanse your houses. Maybe this is what this episode is about. But as soon as I was just like, if anything in this home is not of pure intent, I asked that to be removed. And that cat ran out. And I said, well, I guess it was a monitoring spirit. And I was like, shut your mouth. No, I'm just kidding. It ran out and I closed the door. But symbolism of it was that, catch me, guys, if you protect yourself, if you cleanse yourself, if you are aware, if you slow down to make yourself aware of things that are for you versus that are not for you, even if it pertains to a person, a cat, whatever the case is, even down to clothing items, guys, pay attention. Because one thing about, like, me, and it's funny because I've been speaking about it lately, is one of my agreements to myself is I will not live in fear. Another agreement to myself is I will not, like, sleep if I do not feel as though I am comfortable. Like, and that's why I can't just go and stay the night, or I really don't like to stay the night at people's house unless I know I'm safe. Unless I know people don't know. I don't know why I be feeling like I'm just like some drug dealer or something like that. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But, like, I really just be feeling like, so who be coming over here? Like, what? Like, I like to move in silence. It's the weirdest thing, but I really do like to move in silence because that is like, that's when I know I'm safe. And those that really need to know where I'm at, they know where I'm at. So that can be very symbolic. So y'all, for the people, baby, I got cameras all up in this bitch, and I got sensors all up in this bitch. So don't play with me. Don't try to come to my house, because you will go to jail or you will die. But symbolism of it is that spiritually cleansed, physically protected, that could be very symbolic. Just make sure, like, you're not paranoid. Don't live in paranoia. And that brings me to my next point, guys, because let's keep going. You have to be careful of your circle. What you mean, Charlie? You have to be careful of your circle. You have to be careful of your circle. The reason being is because, guys, what you wake up to, what you go to sleep to, who you sleeping next to, who you fucking, what you're ingesting, what you are, even down to if you guys are doing readings, you have to monitor that shit. What do you mean, Charlie? Because we are spiritual, because you guys are powerful people, because you guys are empaths, because you see things, you work with the spiritual in the mundane world, guys, you guys need to start clocking, is this me? Is this a negative energy? Does this belong to me? Does this not? And the only way you can clock if it's a you thing, if something is within you and it's not supposed to be there, is if you slow down enough to see, am I acting like myself? And you have to know yourself in order to be able to clock that. The second thing is that, let's say you're interacting with another person, and I give everybody the benefit of the doubt that everybody could have a bad day. Anybody, like, baby, we are human, and if you're not sitting over here going through something, like, I'm here not 24/7, but like, I understand if you have one bad day, but if you got 7 bad days out of 7 days, baby, you need to come correct and then come back to me, because I can't deal with you, or I can't have you in my like, your energy, it either has to be willing to transmute, or, and God is like, be careful about how I say this next part. Okay, God, well, give it to me. That's why he slowed me down. In the past, I got you, because the confirmation you gave me yesterday. I got you. I'm coming. We get in there, God. We get in there. In the past, Charlie would be like, clock it. You cut the fuck off. If I feel something weird, I'll literally tell people, get the fuck off my phone. Like, not in a rude way, but I'll be like, call me back. Your energy feel weird. I don't know, like, ask my friends. If I feel that energy, I'm like, this shit feel weird. I will literally be like, yeah, no, baby, you gotta go get that together. Because if it's too heavy that I feel it, there are some things that could sneak by, and it's like, oh, don't worry, I'll cleanse it out after. But baby, for the most part, if that shit's too heavy for me, for even me to, I said, baby, I don't know what you got on you, but go cleanse it. So, what was I gonna say? That's okay. I don't know who I gotta tell that to, but that's okay if you feel as though your friends is or not even just your friends, just people in general, like, they just feel like they carrying too much. Baby, I can't talk to you today. You feel a little too heavy for me. Okay? Unless you are, like, unless you feel as though that is one of your assignments. But not everybody is your assignment, so clock that. Next thing. There is one other part. Protecting your circle. Let's get back to that. Protecting your circle is so important because, guys, some of the people that you love the most could be detrimental to you. But they could also benefit from being around you. The biggest thing is that you have to recognize that, can they be around you and you not be a detriment to yourself? What do I mean? There's only so much that you can really teach somebody before they take their necessary steps forward. What do I mean? I mean, let's say, for example, you have a friend, or you have a cousin, you have a mother, whoever it is you're daily around, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever, a wife, and you are constantly in these people's faces, or at least you see them at least every day. So you have to be mindful of, not everybody changes when you change. So let's say you say, big dog, in order for you to get this correctly, I don't know, what's a simple example? Let's say, in order for you to sit over here and get your life together, you need to walk every day. I don't know, something simple. You go walking. It'll calm your nerves, give you time to think, whatever the case is. Well, a person that is serious at that time, a person that is ready to receive and really ready to change their life, they will take your advice and they will start that day. You said go walking? All I gotta do is go outside. I'm going. Some of the people that we interact with, unfortunately, I'm not gonna say that they don't respect you. I'm not even gonna say that they don't receive you. They might not just believe that what you're saying is the right thing, so they need to hear it or confirm it for themselves. Some people, they hear you. I'm hearing, hear ye. Like, some people, they know what you're saying is right, but some people wait till the last minute or until they're on their deathbed, or they're literally like running out of options of other shit that's not working in order to listen to you. Some people, they will. But for those that are hard-headed, you have to take a step back, my love. Confirmation. For those that are hard-headed, you have to take a step back, especially if those people are in your day-to-day life. Because what can you, like, you should not upset yourself because somebody that they're not doing what it is that they need to do in order to survive, in order to live, in order to be healthy, or whatever the case is. You got to take a step back. You got to wait till they go to that doctor, or you got to wait till they have that headache, or you got to wait until they have another outburst, and then you remind them. But the biggest thing is that, guys, you also have to recognize that in this space, their concern is not your concern if it is a detriment to yourself. If you reminding them or you telling them constantly over and over again is making you and putting you out of your energy, that is when God is going to take that shit from you, because God needs you to wake up, go to sleep in a very peaceful place as much as you can. And if you are not peaceful, if you are paranoid, if you're jealous, if you are, because I'm using the most basic example, guys, but a detriment to yourself could look at, if we're talking in terms of emotions, it could be jealousy, it could be paranoia, it could be uneasiness, it could be sadness, it could be depression, you name it. It could be anger. But the point of the matter is that I want you guys to understand something. How you doing, Kia? How you doing, Divination? Sometimes, I'm not saying that you have to cut these people the fuck off, because Charlie has made the mistake of, baby, I'm getting rid of everybody. Everybody can go. If your energy ain't correct. God said that's not the right way anymore. Because you are powerful, and because a lot of people can benefit from you. I talk to you guys all the time about you guys being influencers. I talk to you guys all the time about you being the light in a lot of people's lives, guys. And I don't want to say it's unfortunate. It's a very fortunate thing. The symbolism of it is that, but you also have to understand that in order to maintain your light, and in order to maintain your peace, in order to maintain who you are, you have to be able to assess yourself, assess your surroundings, assess, I don't know why I was going to say assess the situation. Okay, saying less than necessary could be very symbolic in this time. Next one, let's keep going. You guys need to understand that energies move through people. Energies move through people. That means today, you could go and have a great day, and guess what? It could be, baby, today is a great, you done talked to everybody. Everybody's in a great mood. You said today is a good day. You could go on to tomorrow and you could be like, it's still a good day. But by that next day, you might sit over here and you might hear some bad news. And I want you to understand something. If that pertains to people, if let's say you have a best friend and they calling you and their day is up, and then they have a down moment. Something about, guys, you guys need to understand that because certain people are aware and certain people are not aware of how to even be aware of themselves. I'm not saying that you have to take on the role of their teacher, but you can advise them. A lot of you guys are advanced enough, and that's why this message is very specific. As you can see, it's not, it's a very selective audience today. Yeah. Because this one is intentional. Be aware of what messages, if you guys do watch multiple tarot readings, or if you watch multiple readings, just in general, be aware of what readings you're watching, because there are certain messages that are for you, like spot on. And then there's some that's just like, oh, this is cool, but take this, take that, and leave this. This one is a very specific message, guys. Okay. Just wanted to let you know that. But getting back, when it pertains to energies, understand that there will be people that don't know how to transmute energy like you do. And even some of you guys could be becoming aware of yourself, or you already are aware of yourself, or aware when you have your ups and your downs too. But something about God needs you neutral as much as you can. So that means, and it's funny, a few weeks back I was talking about you guys need to be doing observations on yourself, writing it down, having a journal. And I mean literally writing down what happened throughout your day. If there was something that triggered you, what happened. If you had conversations, writing down different things or what was said in the conversations. Why? In order to observe yourself. Observation in this time for self is what's going to help you, so you can determine what is your true self versus what is yourself in paranoia, what is yourself in jealousy, what is yourself in anger, what is yourself in like just pure, you're unbiased as fuck, you're fine. What are you like when you're literally by self and you have nothing else, you have not one care in the world, versus when you got a lot on your plate. Reason being is because that energy is going to be able, you're going to be able to navigate yourself around other people. You're also going to be able to navigate yourself around bigger audience of people. I want to relay a message, guys. You guys are being tasked to go out, to go mingle with the people that do have negative energy, or that have, maybe it's not negative, it's a mixture of energy, that energies move through them. Why? Because something about God needs to show you that how much you have grown, but also God has to also show you how much you are protected, and God also needs to show you how much you are aware now. A lot of you guys need to understand that. How you doing, Amaya? How you doing, Sabrina? This point in time is very much about intentional and neutral. Yes. And Miss Angel, we talking. This part is about you guys being so aware, so just aware. I just keep hearing aware, so that nobody can play with you. And if it pertains to relationships or even in opportunities, you're not swapping yourself out of opportunities or out of situations or out of your destiny, just based off of emotions. Okay. Cleanse people around you and make sure that they are cleansed. If there are people that do not know how to cleanse themselves, you can help those people. Okay? If you know how to sage yourself, if you know that once you do your cleansing and you know that it is purified, guys, then guess what? You guys, you have the okay to go ahead. If you know how to do egg cleanses, you got the okay to go help people with their own shit, guys. If you know how to do cleanses to mop floors, you have the okay to go help people. Show them. My only advice for you guys is to show them how to do it. Don't just do it for them unless that's your business. Then charge them. Because some people want to know how to do it and somebody wants to pay you to do it. Understand who you're dealing with. Very symbolic. Okay? In this time though, if you are already dealing with somebody else that is already spiritual, because we all have spiritual friends, guys, make sure that you are, when you feel that energy, hey baby, your energy ain't feeling, and it's different. Hold on, because they want me to clock on two different scenarios. If it is something like it's an anger, or it's something that's triggering you, or it's something that you just feel, and it's just like, baby, go cleanse up for me. Spiritual baths. I need you to, I feel your energy, like shut that shit down right then and there. If it is a energy of a friend called you and you hear that they not talking to, I'm hearing, know your friends too. Something about some of you guys, you know how to transmute the energy. In transmuting the energy could literally just be one conversation with you. That's not with everybody. Because and this is how you know which ones they have to do it themselves versus you can help. You can send some love. You know it based off of when you get off the phone conversation with that person, And this is where you guys have to observe yourself, observe your relationships, observe, just observe, okay? This is where, when you get off the phone with somebody, do you feel light? Do you still feel as light as you were when you got on the phone? That's how you know you helped that person transmute the energy. That's how you know you could do it on the phone. You can work through them. Some of your friends, some of your spiritual friends, especially the ones that are positive, just like you, sometimes you just need to have one phone conversation and y'all can kiki it up, let them vent, and you could cleanse it through, baby, this ain't you, what's up, and let them pour out. But understand that if there is a person, and this is how you can kind of clock it, if there is somebody and their pour out is, and then it's this, 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 baby, you gotta go cleanse that up yourself. Because I'm only good for about 1 or 2 cleanups. Maybe even 3 if I want to, but really 1 of 1. And I think that that's where therapy comes in, guys. That's where they learn to cleanse themselves up. That's where journaling comes in. That's where shadow work comes in. I was having a really good conversation with one of my girlies yesterday, and I realized through that, and we were speaking in terms of relationships, I can help you, and we can help each other as we grow, but we cannot help each other with core values. What do you mean? You are already formed. Other people are already formed. And don't get me wrong, if you are not my child, and Charlie don't got kids quite yet, so I'm not responsible for anybody else's core values but myself. And my children when I have them. I'm not placed into other people's life in order to help them understand who their core is. I can tell you how I navigate my core, and if you take things from my core and you're like, you know what, that applies to me, great. And I think that you guys need to understand that as well within yourself. You have already been built, you've been conditioned. Now you can be unconditioned and reconditioned, but who you are at your core, that's your core. And I'll give you an example. My core is a very funny person, a very lighthearted person, a very a sensitive person, a caring, I try to be as considerate as I am, but like I really do feel like I am considerate, and and sometimes a little worrisome, but at my core, I know I'm a good-hearted person. That is my core. That is, I don't have to worry about nothing in the world. Now, there are other things that have made me throughout the years, other experiences that have defined me, but ultimately, I want to stay happy. I am funny. I know that I am this person because I have confirmations of who I was when I was a child. And it's funny, I went back and I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, what was I like when I was a kid? Like from a woman's perspective, but an adult perspective. And she was like, you know, you were a happy kid. You were, she was like, you were always laughing. You were always joking. You were always, like, just always. And that stays true to this day. So understand how you're doing this. Understand yourself, understand your core, okay? Next thing, you need to be feeding into yourself right now love, compliments, positive abundance, positive reinforcements, but also surround yourself around other people that feed you too. What do you mean, Charlie? Just how you guys give out positive abundance, make sure that the people, and I'm not saying it has to be on a daily basis, but understand that 90% of your friendships, or if we're speaking in terms of one friend, 90% of that shit should be positive. We allow 10%, maybe 5% of negativity, bullshit, gossip, But for the most part, filled with love. You are, and I kept hearing last night, you are who you hang around. You birds of a feather flock together. And guys, you guys have big circles. Or you used to have big circles. But now God is calling you guys to have a big network circle, but have a small personal circle. Who can know you personally? Who can know your intricate details personally? And ask God, who are those people in your life? Okay? Because those people have to be judgment free. They can't be in competition with you. At least an unhealthy competition in loyalty. Okay? Let's keep going. Be aware that jealousy exists, guys. Be aware that jealousy exists. I know a lot of you guys, you're able to see it when it happens, especially when it pertains to previous friendships, previous relationships, previous of you. Okay. But I want you guys to be able to understand that jealousy exists in men and women through whatever it is that you classify as, but also it exists through energy. And jealousy, if you want to call it an energy, or if you want to call it a spirit, whatever you want to call it, you need to be able to identify when it pops up and it presents itself in your life. Why? Because you have to be mindful of who your circle is, and you need to be mindful of, is there jealousy amongst my circle? Shit, even if you are feeling a bit jealous, why are you feeling jealous? Why are you comparing yourself or your reality to somebody else's reality? Why do you feel as though if that person goes and gets this, you need to go and either one up them or go get the same thing? Like, why? Okay? Ask yourself with each individual person, if that means you got to take, and this is where you slow down and you clock everybody in your life, is this person feeding me love? And start with yourself. Am I feeding me love? How you doing, Blasian? And then continue on. Okay? Pay attention to side jokes. I want you guys to understand something. Charlie hears a lot of different things. I might not say what I hear, but I hear a lot of different underlining jokes. And I always say that there's some truth in jokes. Jokes are almost always true. So I just want you guys to be mindful of the friends that make jokes about you, your parents. I remember I had to catch my mom. Like, I literally clocked my mom saying something like and it's funny because like she's my mom. I know she loves me, but I'm like, you don't say that. She was like, I'm just joking. No, it's not a joke to me. I literally stopped her right then and there, and I realized maybe I took it too serious. But I want you guys to understand something. When it comes to your reputation, and when it comes to projections, and when it comes to who you are, there is a time and a place. But I do know that if you are my person and you're in my daily life, jokes that hurt my feelings or jokes that count against me, they get checked at the door because it's not funny to me. If you're in my inner circle. Now, if you're not in my inner circle, you could joke all you want to. I don't give a fuck. Why? And this is what I mean. An insult of a joke. I correct those that are in my inner circle so they realize in order to stay in my inner circle, this is how you got to respect me, down to the jokes you make about me. Because when I am not in these rooms, I need to know that you are just as loyal to me as I am to you when you are not in the room, period. Now understand and understand that I have to really love you, trust you, and want you around for me to break this down to you. Now, what I will say is that for those that have kikied and passed jokes and said some under the breath, underline disrespectful shit, or some shit that you thought was a joke that it was funny in the time, but understand you will never be in my circle because you are an enemy. 10-10. What do you mean, Charlie? What do you mean? My love, one thing about Charlie is I have the ability to be a chameleon. And oh, we can have the funnest of fun. But when it comes down to me, oh, I'm my biggest fan. I'm my biggest advocate. I am my biggest protector. I am my biggest lover. I am so full of myself. And I want you to hear me topic. And it's 111. Because if I don't protect me, who's going to protect me? If I don't love me, who's going to love me? If I don't show up for myself, who the fuck is going to show up as Charlie today? So why am I so full of myself? Why am I so in love with myself? Why am I so into myself at this moment and for the rest of my life going forward? Why? Because I am a model citizen, not only to my children, not only to my husband, not only to my friends and family, not only to the people that I learn or meet in passing. I am a model citizen to myself. And I, up until this point, was mishandled, mistreated for so long that I decided that it stopped there. I decided that I won't be one of my biggest enemies. I decided that I won't be one of my biggest critics. I decided that I'm not going to let perfectionism whoop my ass. I decided that I'm not going to be one of those bullies that I had dealt with all my life. Not to myself. No. Fuck no. I'm not going to be one of those people that sit over here and compares myself to other people's lives. Hell no. Why? Because I did it all my fucking life. I don't want to do it no more. And I don't have to. That's a condition I set on myself. Why? Because it makes me peaceful. One of the matters is the reason why I'm bringing that up to you guys is because love in this time of yourself, love should be easy. Your life should be easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. And it's not to say that things don't come up that are frustrating. It's not to say that things in life and people, interactions and understanding people, it's not to say that there are some things, because there are things that come up. But it shouldn't be hard. Point of the matter is that, guys, if you do have people that are in the networks or the networks of you or the outer circles of you that are no longer in your inner circles, something about you need to go and evaluate each person to place them accordingly, but really do a deep dive of, is this person pouring love into me? Are they a good person? Not do they just have good context, like, or not just that they're smart, like, are you good to me, you know? Or did you sit over here and make a joke that if I showed up in a dress that you would laugh at me? Very specific, but you know, baby, I hear everything. Even when I act like I don't, I do. How you doing, Mariposa? How you doing, Queen? Which leads me to my next one. Because we talking. Love should be easy, guys. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Building bonds with your siblings could be very symbolic if they're open to it. I got some words of encouragement from an aunt of mine. And she had said, if I could give you any advice, is build the bond. Build it. There's a lot of people out here that are for their self. But I want you guys to understand something. I want you guys to take it a step. I want to take it a step further. I want you guys to build a bond with those that are your siblings, even if you don't have siblings, even if you're the only child. Build a bond with those that are your trusted your trusted allies. The loyalty, you know that they're loyal. Why? And this is how you can clock it. Who can you call? And I'm not saying that you want to call, but if you owe the mafia $100,000, I don't fucking know, who could you call that would help you either come up with the money, give you the money, and maybe let's not even just make it against money. Let's take money off the table, because money be funny sometimes. Money turn people funny. But in that example, who could you call? I'm gonna give you another example. If it is the end of the world, who do you know? And I'm not talking about just your hunter friends, but who can you call that you know that it would matter if they were out of your life? And I know that well, you know what? They said don't do too much, Charlie. Okay. Third example. Who really knows you? Who have you allowed to know you? Okay? You are being required to go build bonds with those people. Why? Because my mama told me to. That could be a reason. Because if you, they said, hold on. They don't want me to touch on it. Never mind. On to the next point. I guess they just want me to leave it at that, because, yeah, I don't know why, but go build bonds with those people, okay? Understand, if you are asking from love from somebody, make sure you love yourself. If you're asking from loyalty from a person, make sure you're loyal to yourself. If you're asking for trust from somebody, trust yourself. You have to give them some type of representation of what it is that you're asking for, because if you're just saying, oh, you should love me, you should love me, you should give me this, something about, if you want people to invest into you, you have to invest into you. Okay? Stay safe, stay sucker free, and be the best version of you, in the words of my aunt. And focus on your passions in this moment, guys. Y'all ready to get into the cards? For some reason, I want to start this over, because I want to kind of leave this like this. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because this one is like it's a one-off. This one was for us. Now this one, the next one's going to be for all. Okay? All right. BRB. I'm about to end this one and go live again, okay?